Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech protected.
Thank you for watching another episode of Welcome Keene. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being with us. My name is Aggie Sersosimo, and today I'm very excited because we're going to talk about fashion, but not just regular street fashion, but very unique fashion that gets inspirations from African culture and traditions. Fashion is a universal language and a form of self-expression that transcends borders and connects people from different corners of the world. However, the very essence of fashion is deeply rooted in geography. From the beautiful streets of Paris to the vibrant cultures of Congo, the landscape, climate, culture, and the history of a region shape the fashion identity. And today I'm going to talk to the girl from Democratic Republic of Congo, who has recently moved to the south of Vermont, and she has her head full of dreams to become a fashion designer, and she wants to introduce us to the rich, colorful, and bold African fashion. Batunga Bibimba,
yes,
from Congo, and Ian Hefele from Connecticut, who now lives in Brattleboro. And he's the manager of Multicultural Community Center. Ian and Batunga, thank you so much for coming to the studio and accepting my invitation.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing very good, Aggie, and thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you for coming. Ian, how are you?
I'm great. I'm happy to be back, so thank you for having us both here today.
Thank you so much. Ian, how did you meet Batunga? What circumstances did you meet Batunga?
Well, I think Batunga and I arrived to the Multicultural Community Center around the same time. I came into a new job, and we are required to provide English language classes at the Multicultural Community Center. Mm-hmm. So when Batunga first arrived, she was attending some classes there, and I quickly noticed that her English was very good, and we started talking, and it was in the common room where you and I have met as well at the MCC.
Perfect. Batunga, could you please share a little bit with us, how did you end up in the United States?
I was transferred here by the organization called IOM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I ended up.
So, could you please tell us a little bit your story? Where are you from? Because I know that you were not born. You did not live in Congo your entire life.
Yes.
Could you please tell us a little bit about it?
Okay, I was born in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Then my parents moved to South Africa for safety reasons. Mm-hmm. That's when I was small. Mm-hmm. Then I was raised in South Africa for 17 or 18 years.
Oh, wow.
Then we resettled to America because it wasn't safe for us refugees.
So do you feel more attached to Congo or South Africa?
I feel attached to both because they're like my home.
Because you're born in Congo,
yes,
but then you spend your entire life in South Africa,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I would like to ask you before we start talking about the fashion, could you please tell us a little bit of Democratic Republic of Congo? How does it look like? How do you remember that country? How you describe it to the person who's never been to your country?
Okay. For me, for nature lovers, it's a very beautiful place to visit. Lots and lots of natural places and rivers, and the people there are very nice. And for technology lovers, life is very difficult because the network there is very bad, and we don't have, lot of places do not have electricity.
But you have a trade, right? You have beautiful nature, which
Yes.
I find is probably better.
Yes.
All the electronics. What language do you guys speak in Congo?
We speak many different languages, but French is the most largest spoken language in Congo,
French.
and
That's what they teach you at schools.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
French. But I came from the village, so they taught us both French and Swahili.
So you speak two languages except for English?
No, I speak many, like 4 to 5 languages. Yeah,
That's very impressive.
but I don't know both of them 100%. I only know like 50 of each.
But you can communicate, right?
Yes,
Wow.
but I understand more.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
How big is the population in Congo?
It's 112 million in the entire country.
That's a big country.
And it is the second or third largest country in Africa. So
Wow.
what happens on the west side doesn't necessarily coincide with the east side.
Right.
And interestingly enough, Kinshasa, the capital city, if it were, it actually is the largest French-speaking city in the world. It's even bigger than
It's
Paris.
bigger than France. That's amazing. How was your village? How do you remember your village? Do you remember anything much or not
I
really?
only remember a few. Mostly my grandfather, and our main life day was farming a lot.
Farming.
Yes, farming a lot.
How about South Africa? What was your life like in South Africa?
In South Africa,
Did you live in a village or in a town?
we live in a town, and we live yes, we did keep our culture together, but we also have to adapt to the modern life.
Right. And they speak English there, right?
Yes,
Do you just-
English and isiZulu.
So different languages. You had to learn different languages, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's a good life experience, right? What is the climate like there?
The climate, I'll say it's okay because it's not too hot and it's not too cold.
Really?
Yeah.
All year long? It's the same kind of weather? Or you have
No.
like 2 seasons?
We have 4 seasons.
4 seasons?
Yes.
So you have like winter, summer, spring, and
Yes.
fall?
Yes, but
But no snow, right?
there is snow
There's
in Cape Town.
Wow.
Only in Cape Town.
That's really cool.
Yes.
And can you tell us a little bit about the culture in Congo?
The culture in Congo, it's very good, but sometimes I feel like it's too strict on women.
What do you mean?
Like there's certain dresses you have to wear if you're a woman. Yeah, like some villages do not allow women to wear trousers. Yes.
They have to wear dresses, or
Yes, dresses, long dresses and long skirts.
is it too hot for or no?
I don't think it's too hot because that's where people are born and they've adapted to the weather.
So it's part of the culture,
Yes.
right? What else would you say? Like, how about like paintings or
You mentioned food.
music,
Yes,
food?
yes.
How about
The
that?
music is very good because Congolese people are really in love in music. Most of people can dance, but I'm not a dancer.
No,
Most
but they
of
love
people-
dancing.
Yes, they can dance to almost every music.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet you have a lot of parties and festivals.
Yes, a lot. A lot. Even if there's no music, you
You
see a
still
person
dance.
just
Very
making
quick answer.
Oh, I
music
love
in
it.
their head.
Because music is also kind of a connection with
Yes.
other people, right? And
Yes.
it's like mindfulness for you as well.
Yes.
How about food?
The main food, there's a lot of different food, but we actually prefer one type of food, and that is fufu.
What is that?
It's made out of corn. It's a powder that you have to make like a dough, but you make it at the stove. and you keep
Stirring?
Yes, until it becomes hard. Then you eat it with your hands, and you swallow it. You don't chew it, you swallow it.
Wow.
Yes.
Is it just corn or other ingredients
Corn
as well?
and you can make a stew with it. And the other ingredient, the main one that people use in Congo, is cassava.
I have no idea what it is
It's
either.
like a spinach. It's a really, really good and nutritious food.
I believe so. And you eat it with rice?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
you
eat
can-
the cassava leaf with rice, and it also take out something underneath, which is like a carrot, but it's big and white. And that is what people take, and they dry it out. Then after that, they grill it. It becomes like powder, and they make the fufu.
The closest we have to it here in the States is kind of a sweet potato yam, but it's not as sweet. And
Because it's corn. Corn is not sweet, right?
in the Americas, in South America, they have something called yucca, which is very similar to it.
So when you moved here, can you still make that food, or you need to, I don't know, get it from Africa, or?
When we first moved here, it was difficult to find until we got connected to some of our relatives in Indiana. Yeah, so that's where we order, and they bring it to us.
So you can eat that here.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So when did you move to United States?
We moved here around October, going to November.
October 2023?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you're brand new to the area.
Yes.
Welcome. So how has been your experience so far?
My experience so far is great, especially seeing snow. It is the first time.
Really,
Yes.
you like the snow?
I love the snow.
How about the culture here? How about people? How do you see that, or is it still too early to even talk about it?
No, it's not too early because the people here are really nice and very understanding.
That's great.
Yes.
And I believe for you it's easier because your English is so perfect that it's easier for people to communicate, and that makes a
Yes.
difference.
Yes.
So have you experienced any culture shocks since you moved here?
No, I haven't experienced any culture shock, but
Except for the snow.
I do every year.
Yeah, but I'm having difficulty in understanding the absence, the American absence of speak English.
The accents
The
and
accent.
things.
Yeah, it's different. I think every
Yes.
foreigner has the same problem.
Yes.
And even if you know English very well, but you go even to different states, sometimes it's hard to understand, right? Because even in different states, the accent can be different. But slowly, like, you will get used to, and you will understand better, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you experienced any obstacles because of being here, or everything is going fine?
No, everything is
Everything
going fine.
is going fine.
Yes.
And you like it here?
Yes.
How do you enjoy spring now?
I haven't enjoyed spring yet because I haven't seen any like colors and
Not yet, right?
Not yet.
The flowers are
coming.
coming.
It's
And the flowers
coming.
are coming up. You can see a little bit.
Yes.
It's thanks God.
Yes, and
We need it.
and I haven't seen lots of birds like I was in Africa.
Right.
I only see a few.
Right.
Well, the birds also go away in the cold, so they'll be back soon.
Right, right. Yeah, they're coming and they start to sing a little bit, right? It's going to get better in May,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It's warmer and more beautiful. So could you please tell me, how did you start your adventure with fashion? How did you discover your passion for fashion?
How did I discover my passion for fashion? Is after finishing my grade 12, and I didn't get a certificate because we wrote a national exam, which I never passed. So the church came up with this idea of funding fund to the organization, my father's organization, teaching ladies some independent like sewing, and for men it was electricity. So That's when I decided to take it. But I always wanted to do fashion, which I never done in high school because most of the schools in South Africa that offer fashion were usually the rich schools,
Right.
not
For rich people.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm really curious about that. When you moved here, and I think that the fashion is totally different in where we live in New England
yes,
than it is in Africa.
yes.
How is it different? Could you tell us?
The only difference that I see here is that the clothes are not too colorful.
Right.
Yeah.
They're more bland colors
Yes.
and dark colors, especially in the winter. You moved here in the winter, so it's a
Yes.
little bit different than in the
Yes.
summer, right?
Yes.
So how are the colors in Africa? What is the most popular color?
The most popular clothing is the African material that you can see here at the table.
The green one?
It comes in lots of different
Different colors?
Yes, and different designs.
So the outfit that you have on you right now, the beautiful outfit,
Yes.
is it something that you designed?
Yes.
And did you
it's-
make it?
It's something that I came up with. First, we went to, it was my uncle's wedding, so we decided to wear the same outfit as everyone else. That time I didn't know how to sew, so my auntie made for me this beautiful long dress that I only wear like for 2 times. Then I was like, after learning how to sew, I was like, nah, I don't want this anymore. Then I decided to change it into a 2-piece top and a skirt.
It's a set?
Yes.
That's the other part?
Yes.
That's a skirt.
Yes.
That is so pretty. That is so beautiful. I like the colors and
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
What else do we have here?
This is my first dress after being taught for 6 months. Then we have to do practical. Something that we did was doing it with yourself with the assistance of a teacher. And this is the first dress I made.
That's perfect.
I love the colors and the
so
pattern.
beautiful. And you designed it and then you made it?
Yes.
Wow. And what is that dress?
This is the second dress that we made. We learned after the 3 months of, because it was a 1 year course. After the 3 months of doing something with the assistant of a teacher, now we have to do something without the teacher's assistant, so we can get a certificate. That's when I made this dress.
I want to dress like that. Can you make me a dress like that? It's so beautiful.
Don't you have a coat that matches with this one?
No,
or-
this is the one that I have.
Oh, that's the coat one.
Yeah.
You can't
Okay.
really see it, but
Yeah.
where did you get the inspirations from?
I got the inspiration from African material and having it in a modern design.
But do you get inspirations from nature, for example?
Yes, mostly nature because
Because
I'm
you
a
even
nature
said that
lover.
you don't even have the network is not
Yes,
as good, so you
yes.
probably don't have all those Pinterest and all this
Yes, I
stuff.
have
It's
it, yes.
it's like so original. It's
Yes.
yours, genuine, right?
Yes.
So nature,
Yes, nature.
and the colors come from nature as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is really awesome. Who is the biggest fashion designer in Congo or South Africa that you admire, that you want to follow or copy or get inspired by?
The biggest fashion designer that I admire, she's not really famous, but it's my aunt. Yeah,
That's even better.
she's a tailor. We call her a tailor, but I think she's a designer
Right.
because
Right.
she can make almost everything. She can make almost every single thing, and she's the one that taught me.
Does she make clothes for the whole family? Or just
Yes.
herself?
She make clothes. She usually make clothes for her customers. Maybe if there's a family event and we have to wear a certain uniform, then she make clothes for all of us.
And she's like your teacher and she's your mentor?
Yes.
Wow. That's really awesome. So what are your plans? Like what would you like to how would you like to grow your hobby?
How will I like to grow my hobby? Because although people see me as a fashion designer, I don't think that I've reached to that point yet, because they only taught me the basic of sewing, like more like tailoring. And my biggest dream right now is to study designs, because I only know how to do women fashion and kids, like little girls, and not all of it, and I cannot make every single trousers. So I would like to learn how to design things. Then after that, go in the design field. Maybe one day I'm gonna represent the state of Vermont designing something for Mrs.
That's a
USA.
wonderful dream.
Yes.
Ian, I know that the Multicultural Community Center offers some sewing classes, right? How does it work for everybody?
Well, the sewing classes take place at the center Monday through Friday from 11 to 1. And we have a wonderful sewing teacher there who is also a childminder on certain days. And she sources material from everywhere. And we have Afghan material, we have African material.
Original.
Oh, yeah. And she drives around and gets it for us, and we're always looking for more material. But to make an outfit, you need about 5 yards of material, or 5 meters of material. So between 11 to 1, it's really student-driven, because mainly women that show up for the sewing class will say, Teacher Aggie, I want to make XYZ for Eid coming up. I want to make an Eid dress. So they'll work along that way. And we have 6 or 7 sewing machines back there now. And we're always looking for ways to expand it a little bit and get some more fabric.
Right. Do you take her classes?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have learned a lot from that course?
Yes.
Yes. New things?
Yes, new things, because I'm actually learning how to use pedal. What do you call it? Pedal, right?
The pedal on the
Yes,
bottom.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because in Africa,
Right.
mostly we don't use pedal. We take measurements, then we press it to the clothes, then we cut it off. Yeah.
It's more advanced, probably, the different technology, right? I know that you guys had a fashion show last winter, right, at the World Learning School in Brattleboro, SIT. And I know that you were a model, right, and a fashion designer. Please tell us a little bit about it.
At first, I was very scared. Then when I was working, after seeing all the people cheering up for me, standing up, clapping their hands, then I became overexcited.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You felt good about it,
Yes,
right?
I felt good about it.
So what does fashion mean for you?
Fashion means, what does fashion mean to me? For me, fashion, it's like an everyday thing. Like we usually dress the way we feel inside. It's another way of communicating
It's
to people. Yes.
You express yourself, right,
Yes.
to people that way. Do you wear bold, colorful clothes in Vermont?
Not yet, because it's still too cold for me.
Right.
Yeah, maybe in the summer.
Yeah, this material isn't very insulating with clothes.
In the summer.
Yeah.
That's why looking forward to summer, so you can wear clothes like that.
Yes.
Ian, are you thinking of having more fashion shows like that?
Yeah, I think we're going along the lines of like a global talent show to really highlight all the different talents, because we have some incredible musicians. We have someone who raps in various languages.
Wow.
We have the fashion.
So it could be like an annual thing, right?
Yeah,
Do
maybe
something.
once or twice a year. Currently trying to get something started with Gallery Walk in June. So.
That's wonderful, wonderful plans. I'm very happy that you have your passion, and even I feel that when you have a passion and you have dreams, when you move to a different country, you don't feel that isolated because you still have your goal. You want what you know what you want to do, and you don't feel like I'm lost because you have your dream. You know that you want to study. You know that you want to be a fashion designer, and I love the inspirations from Africa, because the African culture is so deep and so beautiful. And you bring it to Vermont when the street fashion is not necessarily so colorful.
It doesn't go much beyond plaid.
So do you have plans to design more clothes? How would you like people to feel when they wear your clothes?
Okay, I do have plan to design more clothes, especially for me, something to wear in the summer. Mm-hmm. And I would like people to feel happy and comfortable when they
wearing your clothes.
Yes.
We're probably going to design a lot of pants, because since in Africa you're not necessarily allowed to wear pants, so now you can focus on designing pants, right?
Yes. Yes.
And are you thinking about, I know it's not the near future, but eventually have like a store or selling things online?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Both? Yes. Online and a store?
Both. I'll go with both of them.
Where would you think to start your study? Would it be in Vermont, or you would have to go to New York City? Do you know?
Wherever it works.
Wherever it works?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Have you started looking for some schools or not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. You just want to learn more and get the experience and then see more. And
yes.
Right. You just moved here, so it's probably takes some time.
Yes.
Wonderful. Ian, how do you like fashion?
I
care about
Vermont.
fashion. Don't care
I
about
live in
fashion.
Vermont. I have plenty of this fabric that I want to be able to give to you and have you practice making men's clothes too.
Thank you so much. I really wish you all the best, and I wish you a lot of wonderful clothes and a lot of success, and I hope your dreams come true, and maybe one day I will be proud and honored that I had a guest in our studio who is a famous designer. Thank you so much for coming to our studio. Would you like to say hello to your family?
Okay, I would like to say Jambo to everyone.
You say Jambo Mama,
Jambo Mama,
Jambo family. Thank you so much for coming.
Jambo Kaka, and Jambo Grace.
Okay.